पढ़ाई और भी मज़ेदार हो जाए जब खुद अवस्थी सर पढ़ाएं। उनसे जुड़ने के लिए उनके चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाएं उनके लेक्चर्स को सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।
Hello students, welcome back to the next lecture of Signals and System. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss another classification of systems, that is time variant and time invariant systems. Fine. Let us first try to understand the basic concept. The concept can be understood through these two different cases. Fine. In case one, what we have done is we have taken an input signal, that is xt, and we have passed this signal through a system. After passing the signal to the system, the output of the system is yt. What we are doing is we are delaying this output. Fine. We have incorporated a delay element which delays this output yt by a unit t. Fine. And ultimately what we get is yt minus t. This is case 1. Fine. Try to understand it very properly because this is how we'll be proceeding in the questions. In case 1, I have taken a signal xt. I have passed this signal through a system. The system has given me an output yt and I have delayed the output by t. Fine. Now in case 2, what I have done is I have again taken the same very signal xt. Now before putting the signal to the system as an input, I have delayed the signal. Fine. This xt is delayed by a certain time period, a time parameter t0. And now what I am doing is I am applying this delayed input as the system input and I am getting a new output which I am labeling as y dash t. Fine. In case 2, initially I have delayed the input and then I have applied the input to the system and consequently taken the output. Now two cases arise. This output y dash t can either be same as the output that we have obtained after delaying the input, or it can be different from the output that we have obtained by delaying the output. Fine. Two cases. In case 2, the output that we are getting can either be equal to the output that was obtained by simply delaying the output, or it can not be equal to the output that we have obtained by simply delaying the output. If condition 1 follows, fine. If condition 1 follows, then we say that the system is time invariant. Fine. The system is time invariant. Now, what does the literal word invariant mean? Invariant means we have nothing to do with the change in the time parameter, or in simple words I can say, if I am delaying the input, for example, graphically, let me explain you. If this was the input and after passing it through the system, this was the output. In case I am delaying the input by a parameter t0, then in that case my output should also delay by that particular parameter t0. If this is the case, I will say that my system is time invariant. हिंदी में अगर बोलूं तो time invariant का मतलब समय को बदलने से सिस्टम के आउटपुट पर कोई भी चेंज नहीं आ रहा है. Had there been a change in the output of the system on delaying the input, I would have called my system a time variant system. Fine. So in case you are asked the definition is simple. If the output of the system changes by changing the input of the system in time domain, the system is time variant. In case the output remains same, I'll call my system a time invariant system. As far as the numerical questions are concerned, you have to follow these two cases in your questions and ultimately draw a conclusion. We'll be discussing few questions in the later part of the lecture. Stay tuned. Now, in the previous lecture, I have told you about linearity and non-linearity. And abhi we have just discussed variance, time variance and time invariance. Now, there is a special kind of system that we'll be discussing in signals and system. Specifically, the systems under consideration in our syllabus will be LTI systems. हम LTI systems ही consider करने वाले हैं. तो LTI stands for लीनियर टाइम इनवेरिएंट सिस्टम, मतलब एक ऐसा सिस्टम जो लीनियरिटी की प्रॉपर्टी भी फॉलो करेगा और टाइम इनवेरिएंट भी होगा। ऐसे सिस्टम को बच्चों हम लीनियर टाइम इनवेरिएंट सिस्टम कहेंगे। फाइन, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है जब हम लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म का एप्लीकेशन पढ़ेंगे अभी। चलो, now let us understand how can we represent these systems through a differential equation. See, it's very simple. In the question you will be given a differential equation. Just by proper inspection you can conclude whether the system described by the given differential equation is an LTI system or not. See, in case 1 we are depicting an LTI system. Here we can see that the constants, this is a constant, this is a constant, this is a constant, and this is the constant. If I label all these constants, so all these constants are time independent. If in a differential equation all the constants are time independent, we say that the given differential equation is a invariant differential equation. The system described by the linear equation is invariant. फाइन, अब लीनियरिटी तो मेरे को चेक करनी ही पड़ेगी, वो मैं ऑलरेडी आपको बता चुका हूं कैसे चेक करोगे, ठीक है ना। दूसरा देखिए, अब यहां पर देखिए, इन दीज काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस यू कैन सी दैट अ कोफिशिएंट इज टाइम डिपेंडेंट. तो एज सून एज इन अ डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन यू एनकाउंटर अ कोफिशिएंट दैट इज टाइम डिपेंडेंट, immediately you can draw a conclusion that the system is not an LTI system. Fine. This is the basic inspection method. Now let us try to understand the concept in a better way through some few solved examples. Let us take the very first example. Now the question says I am given a system yt is equal to t of xt. Now just check how I am solving these questions. You have to follow the same procedure. The case 1 of my diagram was saying that I have to simply delay the output. That means I have to delay the output. Fine. Now I am representing the delayed output as y dash t. Y dash t is obtained by putting t as t minus t naught. ठीक है ना। तो अपनी पूरी इक्वेशन में मैं t की जगह t minus t naught लिख दूंगा, तो I'll get y dash t is t minus t naught into x t minus t naught. Fine. This is my delayed output. In case 2, what I'll do is I'll find the output for delayed input. Now what I have to do is I have to delay the input. I am representing this as y t comma t naught. ठीक? Please make sure the nomenclature is very important. Yt comma t naught means I have to delay the input by t naught. When I delay the input, now in the question I see that the input is xt. My input here is xt. Please make a note of it. It's not t into xt. T is not included. Input is xt. So what will be yt minus t naught? This will be t will remain as it is, and in place of t I will be writing t minus t naught. Fine. Now what I have to do is I have to see these two equations. If these two equations are same, in that case I'll conclude that the equation that the system described is time invariant. But I can clearly see that y dash t here is not equal to yt comma t naught. That means my system is indeed a time variant system. Fine. My system is a time variant system. Please make it very clear that you have to follow the procedure. Fine. Let's take on the second question. The second question says that I have got a system that is described by the equation yt is equal to x of t square. This is my system. Now case 1, in case 1 what I have to do is I have to delay the output. I have to delay the output. Now delayed output I am representing it through y dash t. Now as soon as I delay the output, the equation will be x of t square minus t naught. Fine. I am delaying the output by t naught. Fine. I am delaying the output by t naught. In case 2 what I have to do is I have to find the output with delayed input. Output with delayed input, that is y t comma t naught. Now this will be x. Here in place of t I have to write t minus t naught, and here I'll get whole square. I can clearly see that these two equations are not same. So indeed my system is a time variant system. Fine. This system again is a time variant system. Now let us take on the next question, which says I have been given a system which is described by yt is equal to x of minus t. Fine. Yt is equal to x of minus t. Case 1, I have to delay the output. So y dash t will be nothing but x. This is minus t naught. Fine. Just make a note of it that I am delaying the output by t naught. In case 2, what I have to do is I have to find the output with delayed input. And this is yt comma t naught. This will be x. In place of minus, let it be this way, and I am replacing t by t minus t naught. Fine. इस स्टेप को बहुत ध्यान से देखेंगे. This will be x of minus t plus t naught. Now again, if I compare these two equations, I can conclude that my system is time variant. Fine. My system is a time variant system. Now let us take another example in which we might get a time invariant system. Now let's assume that the question given is the system is described by the equation yt is equal to e to the power xt. We have taken the same very equation in case of linear systems as well. Case 1, what I have to do is I have to delay the output. Now delayed output y dash t is e to the power x. This will be t minus t naught. Now what I have to do is I have to find the output with delayed input. This will be y t minus t naught. Simply what I have to do is I have to replace x of t with x of t minus t naught. Now here I can clearly see that both these equations are same. So this is time invariant. Fine. This is a time invariant system. Okay. Now let us take an example for a discrete time system as well. Let us suppose that the system is described by a differential equation yn is equal to x of n plus n times of x n minus 1. Fine. This is my system. In case 1, what I have to do is I have to delay the output. Case 1, I am finding y dash t. Now I want to make one thing very clear. In case of discrete time systems, we talk about shift variance and shift invariance. ठीक है ना. मैंने ये आपको पुराने लेक्चर में भी बताया था. डिस्क्रीट टाइम सिस्टम में इट्स टाइम इनवेरियंस, इन कंटिन्यूअस टाइम सिस्टम्स में इट्स टाइम इनवेरियंस, it's time shifting, and here this is shift invariance. Now this will be n minus n naught x n minus n naught minus 1. This was what we obtained by simply delaying the output. In case 2, I will delay the input. Now y n oblique n naught, this will be, I am delaying the input, this will be x n minus n naught plus this n will not change. Please make a note of it. This n will not change, and here I will be getting x n minus n naught minus 1. Again, the difference in these two equations is this term. Fine. So obviously my system will be time invariant. Okay, just make a note of it. The procedure for both continuous and discrete time signals is exactly the same. Okay. Now check out these two questions. I have just told you that in case of a discrete time signal, we talk about shift variance and shift invariance. Fine. तो अभी discrete time signals में हम लोग time variance या time invariance technically नहीं बोल सकते. तो यहाँ पर I should have rather written shift invariant. फाइन, तो ये ध्यान रखेंगे, डिस्क्रीट टाइम में शिफ्ट और कंटिन्यूअस टाइम में टाइम. नाउ वी हैव टू सी दिस क्वेश्चन केस 1. अगेन व्हाट वी विल बी डूइंग इज वी विल बी simply delaying the output. Y dash t will give me x square. In fact, I should rather write y dash n. Fine. This will be y dash n will give me x square n minus n naught minus 1. Fine. This will give me n minus n naught minus 1. Clear? Is it clear? In case 2, what we have to do is we have to simply replace या shift the input. When I shift the input, this will be y n comma n naught, and this will be x square. In place of n, I will replace n by n minus n naught minus 1. These two equations are same, so my system is shift invariant. Fine, this system is shift invariant. Okay, now let's take another question. This question is a good question. And why good question? Because a number of students get confused when they encounter such a question. In these kind of questions, you have to make one thing very clear, that this gn has nothing to do with the input and the output. In these kind of questions, your input is simply x of n and your output is simply y of n. Fine. So don't get confused when you encounter such questions. Fine. Simply in case 1, what I was doing is, in case 1, I was simply delaying the output. So y dash n means I just have to delay the output. Okay, I just have to delay the output. Delay the output means I have to replace n by n minus n naught. As soon as I replace n by n minus n naught, this will become x n minus n naught. This is case 1. And what I'll be doing in case 2 is, in case 2, I'll be delaying the input. That means y n oblique n naught will be, this gn will not change. It will remain the way it was. And in place of xn, I'll be getting xn minus n naught. Fine. Now I can clearly see that this particular system is indeed a shift variant system. This is a shift variant system, yeah, time variant system for that matter. Okay, so this is how I'll be proceeding. Now let us take one more question, and that will be the last question for the lecture. The question says, you are given a system described by the differential equation y of n is equal to x of n cos of omega naught n. This is your question, and you have to see whether the given system is a time variant one or a time invariant one. In case 1, what you will be doing is, you will be simply delaying the output. Delay the output. Delay the output means y dash n. You have to replace n by n minus n naught. फिर से बोल रहा हूं, सभी लोग ध्यान रखेंगे, जब मैं आउटपुट को डिले कर रहा हूं y dash n में, तो मुझे पूरी इक्वेशन में n की जगह n माइनस n नॉट रखना है. और जब मैं डिले इनपुट करके आउटपुट निकाल रहा हूं, तब मेरा y n माइनस n नॉट में मुझे सिर्फ इनपुट को डिले करना है बच्चों, सिर्फ इनपुट को डिले करना है, मतलब n माइनस n नॉट. दिस cos omega naught n will remain unchanged. This has nothing to do with the input part. Input will simply be x of n. Now I can clearly see that these two equations are not same. So my system is shift variant. Okay, my system is shift variant. Okay, I hope the concept must be clear to almost all of you. With this, we are done with linearity and shift invariance and linear time invariant systems. Fine. In the next lecture, I'll be coming up with causal and non-causal systems. Fine. I hope the lecture was informative. As I always say, in case you have found the content of the lecture worthy enough, do like it, share it, subscribe the channel, promote the channel amongst your friends. A number of students have said that they are finding the lecture worthy enough. They are finding it quite informative. So I want you to please kindly promote the channel so that maximum students of AKTU can be benefited. Fine. Like I always say, stay healthy, save yourself, and well, stay tuned for the next lecture. Thank you.